Vibe coding is having a moment. Type out what you want in plain English, and a few minutes later, you've got a working website or an app. No technical setup, no configuring files, no waiting on a developer to have time for you. You describe an idea on a Tuesday night, and it's live by Wednesday morning. Lovable, Bolt, Base 44, Replit Agent, the list just keeps growing, and each one is genuinely good at what it does. I tested a few of these myself before making this video. A landing page, a calculator, a scheduling tool, whatever you can picture, it's there in minutes. And the first few times that you do this, it feels like magic. My clients have picked up on this as well. They've seen a friend build something over a weekend or read a headline about an app made from one prompt. So when they do ask your firm for a small custom tool that's going to take 6 weeks, it doesn't land the way that it used to. But here's what doesn't show up in the demo. While the tool may look good to a client, if they do want to start using it, you have to manage the security, the login, the permissions, your own admin privileges, all in a black box that burns through tokens without promising anything when you start. And that first build took 10 minutes. Sorting out everything around it takes a lot longer. And that gap is exactly what I want to dig into today, because there's a tool built specifically to close it. And a big thanks to Assembly for sponsoring this video. Everything I'm showing you was recorded inside their platform from both my side and a client side. So you're seeing the real experience, not a mock-up. Now, Assembly is a client portal platform. Agencies, accountants, consultants, law firms, thousands of them run their entire client relationship through it. Clients log into a portal with your logo, your colors, your domain, and from there they message your team, sign contracts, pay invoices, and share files. Assembly Studio is the vibe coding layer that lets you customize your experience in that secure environment. Now, the build itself still feels like vibe coding. Where it stops feeling familiar is the moment that you hit publish. Instead of landing on a standalone public link, the app goes straight into a secure, authenticated client experience you customize to your brand. It also already knows who your clients are because it's pulling from contacts that you import to build a CRM. And because Assembly lets you set visibility and access permissions within the platform, each client's experience can be customized to them, and even your team can manage only the clients assigned to them. You don't vibe code a single thing to make that happen. It's inherited from the platform the app is sitting inside of. Now, the brand piece matters more than people expect. Your client isn't clicking away to some unfamiliar site with a different logo and a different login screen. From where they're sitting, you just added a new feature to the same portal that they already trust. And underneath all of it sits infrastructure built for handling client data with SOC2 and HIPAA options available, which matters a lot if you are in law or finance, where I built this on a random tool I found online isn't something that you want to tell a client. So the pitch isn't that Assembly Studio builds apps faster or better than Lovable or Bolt. It's just that it skips the part where you're on your own after the build finishes. And if this is sounding like something worth trying for your own business, there is a link to Assembly in the description below. It's a sponsored link, so using it does cost you nothing extra and does help support the channel. They also run a free trial with no credit card required, so you can build your first app before spending anything. All right, so here's what it actually looked like. I typed out exactly what I wanted, a deliverable tracker where my team creates each client's deliverables and moves through them in stages, drafting, in review, delivered. Each client only sees their own. My team sees everything across every client. Instead of just building something, Studio wrote out a full requirements doc first. The overview, how it works for my team versus for clients, when a client actually gets notified, say the moment something moves to delivered, and they get pinged in the portal and by email, and even design notes, since the internal side should feel dense and operational, while the client-facing side should feel calm, just their own progress by stage. Now, I read through it, and it was already right, and I hit approve. And then I watched it build, setting up the data, the Kanban board for my team, the client-facing portal view, the notifications, 9 steps in total, and I didn't touch a single one of them. Now, once it finished, I could preview it 2 ways, as my team and as a specific client, before any of it actually went live. Both were empty, since I hadn't added anything yet. I opened one item just to check the fields, the title, the description, a note visible to the client, a due date, who owns it internally, nothing complicated. And then I tried something else. I made sure the task already sitting in my task list, YouTube Audit, had a client attached to it, and then told it to pull straight from that task and turn it into a deliverable on its own. It read the task, it picked up the client automatically, and landed it in drafting. Due July 11th, no extra steps needed. I hit publish. I switched over to the client side, And there it was, YouTube audit, sitting in drafting, same due date, nothing for me to explain on my end. And who this actually makes sense for if you are building a consumer app, a side project, or something you plan to sell as standalone software. Stick with the general vibe coding tools. They're built for that, and they're good at it. Assembly Studio isn't trying to compete there, but if clients are your business, the calculation changes. If you run an agency, you picture a custom reporting dashboard where each client logs in and sees their own numbers, their own deliverables, their own timeline, updated automatically instead of copy and pasted into a slide deck every month. And that used to be its own software that you had to buy or a developer you'd have to hire. Now it's just your afternoon. Consultants and coaches, they tend to build something smaller but just as sticky. A client intake form, a progress tracker, or a calculator built around their own framework. Something clients open every week, sitting right next to where they already message you and pay you. And that's the kind of tool that makes people stick around, because leaving means leaving the old setup behind, not just switching to a competitor. Now, the same idea shows up in accounting and bookkeeping, just with different content. A document checklist for tax season, or a running financial summary each client can check whenever they want, built once and handed to every client automatically, with each one seeing only their own numbers. Even a solo freelancer with a growing client list gets something out of this. A shared project board sitting inside of the same portal where you already invoice people can make a one-person operation feel a lot bigger than it actually is. And for a marketing consultant juggling a handful of retainer clients, it might just be a monthly performance snapshot each client can pull up whenever they're curious, instead of waiting on a PDF at the end of the month. And that turns a once-a-month update into something they check on their own schedule, which quietly makes the whole relationship feel more transparent. Now, there's a bigger shift underneath all of this. Custom client-facing software used to be something only larger firms could justify. A 3-person shop couldn't fund a 6-figure build for a client portal, so it never happened, and clients just accepted spreadsheets and email chains as normal. Vibe coding already broke that barrier once by making the build itself cheap. Assembly Studio breaks it again on the delivery side, which is half of the problem that was never actually about coding. Different industries, same underlying shift. You're shipping small, specific tools that make a small team look like it has an engineering department without actually hiring one. Now, I'm not going to turn this into a full feature comparison because that's not really the point of this video. Lovable, Bolt, Base 44, Replit Agent, they're fast, they're fun to use, and for a solo project or a quick prototype, they are very hard to beat, and that's not in question here. And I'd still reach for one of them for plenty of things. Now, where they stop is the part that matters once real clients are involved. No client data built in, no shared permissions, no brand, no home for the app, besides a link that you have to send out and manage yourself. Assembly Studio picks up exactly there. It's not trying to outbuild the others at the prompt to app stage. It's solving what happens after that, which is usually the part that quietly eats up your time and never makes it into anyone's demo video. So think of it as the difference between a tool that gets you to the app and a tool that gets you to delivered. Most of this category is optimized for the first one. Assembly Studio is optimized for the second. And once your clients are involved, the second part actually determines whether a project was worth doing. And that's Assembly Studio, a vibe coding tool that assumes you work with customers and builds around that instead of leaving you to figure it out 3 weeks after launch. And if any of this sounded like your own business while I was talking through it, that is worth paying attention to. You don't need a big roadmap to start. Pick one thing your clients ask you about constantly and build that first. It's usually a smaller project than it sounds, and the payoff shows up the first time a client says your process feels more polished than anyone else they work with. And if you do want to try it yourself, there's a link in the description below. It is a sponsored link, so using it supports the channel and no cost to you. And if this was useful, a like helps more than you would think. And subscribe if you want more of these deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.